And hello, 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 hello. Yet again. Okay. Stupid. This is dumb, but it's silly. Oh, darling, darling, I'm a little late coming to y'all right now. However, I'm going to be real cute, okay? Yeah, y'all come on up in here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello to you early. Yeah, I know it's silly, honey. Miss Ashley said I'm silly. Hey, kitty girl. Miss Allison that came up in here. Hey, singing sister. How you doing, baby? Listen, I'm going to talk real quickly about something that is of a serious note. And I've talked about this once before, but I want to revisit this because I just came across some new terms, child, that they're using to define this. And I'm still on this kick, okay, with the LGBTQ community, and I want to piggyback on something because we were talking about the transgender community getting their equity, and with Malik and Yoba coming out and professing his attractiveness and his attraction to trans women. But someone asked me about all of the letters and stuff, the LGBTQIA and now P. They've added the P onto this as well. And that the P came on, I found out the P came on back in 2015. So it's relatively new. However, with everyone being sexually fluid and sexually charged and this, that, and the other, and all, we have all this shit going on. What is happening is that the Q, for those of you who don't know, and this is on the heels also of Dave Chappelle, because I'm understanding that there are folks in the gay community who are upset with his latest comedy thing. I don't see a problem with the children. It's funny as hell to me. And the joke that he has up in there about the children, honey, it's funny. So, and to me, it shows us that he has a better grasp on the community than any of us thought. How about that? Well, someone was asking me about the letters, and he didn't go all, he went to the Q. And someone was like, well, what does the Q stand for? And up here at the Donut Factory, they did. And I'm like, all right, fine. The Q stands for queer and questioning. And someone said, well, ain't that what the G is? Ain't the G and the Q the same thing? And I said, no. They're a little different because for those who are questioning, and now that we have those who are in this state of not wanting to be binary and carrying on, and not wanting to, be labeled by terms or whatever. Right now, queer is just that, honey. I don't necessarily want to identify as male or female. I'm in the ambiguous area and carrying on. The I stands for intersex. And for those of you who don't know what intersex is the term that they use now. Back in the day, we called them hermaphrodites. And hermaphrodites are those who are genetically... wait a minute, I'm sorry. You got me with that, right? She is a little different. Anthony, you got me with that. Okay. She's a little different. She got me with that. That's a reference to Gladys Knight when all that shit was going on with Aretha and Dion and Aretha being shady. But anyway, for those who were genetically born with both genitalia, a male and female genitalia, Those were the children who were called hermaphrodites at one point, okay? But now they're called intersex. So that's what the I stands for in the equation. The A stands for, now, I think it has two meanings. I know one was asexual, but I think that was added. But before, it used to be the allies, those who were allies to the organization, or to all of us who feel as though, they're friends of, they're supporters, and carrying on. Well, now we got the P added. The P, which is relatively new, the P stands for pansexual, okay? Now, sweethearts, I'm going to say this loosely because I did not write down all of the names of all of that. Pansexual are those who are sexually attracted to men and women, regardless of, that are specifically gender identify. However you recognize yourself as your gender, they are sexually attracted to male and female in your gender specific roles. And the reason why I say that, because there's another word that means that they are attracted to those who are non-binary. It gets a little confusing and carrying on. But pansexual, right now, we just, so that I can help it make sense to y'all, queer children are those who are, they're not necessarily, they're not sexually active or whatever. They feel and express themselves away. Pansexual children are those who say, honey, I'm the freak, okay? I am the one who, okay, whatever floats my boat is where I'm going to go, as long as it is a person, okay? And I'm stressing that because a lot of people have now thought that the P is going to mean that you are someone, you're trying to introduce bestiality, you're trying to introduce, cross species and carrying on and this, that, and the other. And then it got real ridiculous with it. But here is where I'm going with all of this. Because the pedophile movement is on the rise. And yes, I said that. The pedophile movement is on the rise. There are a number of children who are trying to advocate for those who believe that sleeping with children is legal and carrying on. They are pushing for that to become a sexual orientation. And that's where this P comes in, because the pedophile children are trying to attach themselves to the LGBTQ community. Okay? Now, here's where it gets that way, because I just found this out today. There are two more terms to pedophilia because they done broke it down. How about this? Now, a pedophile is supposedly someone who is attracted to young children, okay? And I'm going to say that they are under the age of 10 and under, okay? Because there's a word, what they call this, hebephilia. That's H-E-B-E philia, hebephilia. These are the children who are attracted to, and I want to go here. I want to say sexually attracted, because they this is the distinction. These are the folks who claim they are sexually attracted to those who are between the ages of 11 and 14. That's a hebephilia. And then there is the ephobophilia. How about that? E-P-H-E-B-O-P-H-I-L-A. Ephobophilia. Those are you are. Here we go. I'm back. Every time I get onto something, my damn signal want to give out and carry it on, honey. I've been sitting up here doing this, and now all of a sudden the signal want to get low and weak. Fuck all that. I'm here. So, honey, like I said, the ephobophilia. Now, ephebophilia, that's the ephebophilia, are those who supposedly are attracted to those who are between the ages of 15 and 19. However, in most states, the age of consent is 16. And then, of course, here in the United States, you're legally an adult at age 18, which I think they need to take up to 21. They need to really take that up to 21 and just be done with it, because you can't buy cigarettes, you can't buy alcohol or whatever till you're 21. And if you really want to know the truth, they need to take it up to 25, because that's where your car insurance go down and this, that, and the other. But a lot of that 18 and stuff was because of the draft. When they were drafting and carrying on, and they felt that you were grown at 18. However, I really think they need to move that up to 21. But how is it that the ephebophilia children if that's still a thing for those who are attracted to the 18 and 19-year-old? Now, yeah, that's young, but legally they are adults. So I'm having a problem with all of this. And the reason why I want to bring this or have this as a Donut Factory commentary and chronicles thing is because there's a lot of people out there who are under the guise that we as the LGBT community, that we're sanctioning this bullshit. What's up, baby? Are you working? Yeah, it's me and Harry today. Oh, but check it for me. Okay. Yeah. But there's a lot of people out there who still want to believe that we as an LGBT community, that we are in support of this. And they want to sit down there and think that we somehow, because we're celebrating diversity, that we do not express that we have morals and things of that nature, that we see certain things as crimes. You know, anything that deals with children, honey, listen. And listen to me very carefully. And I know this is me talking, and I'm hoping that a lot of you feel the same way that I do. Okay? And that there is this. I am an adult male. Okay? I don't want nothing to do with no goddamn kids. Okay? I've been raising kids. We want the children to be better than us. We want children to grow up to be productive. We want them to have a healthy understanding of who they are. We want them to understand that their sexuality, whatever it is that they are, whoever they're attracted to, that we want them to be happy, responsible, accountable. We want them to be upstanding citizens. You understand? We want them to know, did you overstand? Did you outerstand? Did you understand this? Because we do not sit down here and tell and sanction and support anything that's going to be of harm, anything that is going to put anybody in harm's way. Okay? We're not out here trying to recruit no goddamn kids. We're not out here trying to say that it's okay because, you just trying to live in your truth. When a lot of these motherfuckers out here, a lot of their truths it's a bunch of bullshit that we have to untangle. Now, here's where it gets sloppy. It gets sloppy because they're taking the same arguments that we as LGBT people have used to celebrate ourselves. And they're saying that, well, if you're born gay and you're born LGBT, how come I can't be born this way because I'm attracted to children? Damn it. Here's where I have a problem with that, because if you are in love, quote unquote, with this child that you claim you're in love with, what happens as the child ages? Because if you're giving all your love to this one particular person, okay, and the child gets older and is no longer a child, do you then disband that child? Is this a children of the corn kind of shit or whatever? Because now that person is no longer a child or of child age, that you no longer fuck with them and then you go on to the next child. See, there's something with this that's not making sense. And there was something up on YouTube where the one video they have taken down now, the TEDx channel or something, over in Germany or wherever this thing is, they had a conference last year in 2018 where they were sitting up there trying to tell the folks that, that pedophilia, honey, is something that they cannot control, that they were born this way, and that we need to have an adult conversation about this and talk about it from a particular perspective. Let me pause. I want to say hi to everybody who came up in here. I want to acknowledge all of you. Let's see, Anthony and Allison, I've talked to y'all already. Derek is up in here. Hey, baby, how you doing? Haji is up in here. Angela, Andre, Justin, Russell is here. She is a little different. Yeah, she's a little different. Kareem, hey Kareem, what's up with you, baby? I need to talk with you. Davey is up in here. Christian is up in here. B Jamal has come up in here. I'm listening, boo boo. Hey Russell, what's up, baby? I wish you were here, and you know why? Because I need some help with this damn apartment, honey. Keith is up in here. Damn, this is confusing. I know, child. I know. And yeah, it's confusing as fuck. White people bullshit, you say. Okay. Lewis is here. Jarrell is here. Keith, you say what? Bring back the 80s when it was simple gay, straight, bi, and drag queens. How about that? I'm digging that. I'm digging that. Okay. Death to the child molesters. Okay. You say that, Keith. The other Keith is up in here. Hey, baby, how was your trip to D.C.? Tanya is up in here. Lewis, you say, hey, and this is stupid. Well, it is stupid because now, you know, black folks got mad at gay folks because they were saying that, okay, you sitting up here trying to take y'all arguments and y'all are trying to use shit, you know, against us and carrying on. And we were like, no, that's not what this was. We were trying to sit down here and make some shit. Make you understand some stuff, okay? Because this here is the T, okay? The T is, this is what's going on and blah, 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 blah. However, now we have these children who are throwing the same arguments back up at us, and then they're using us, and society is pitting us against one another by saying, see, if you sit down there and like that, then that means you open up this Pandora's box, and now you don't let anything come through here. So when is it going to stop? Because these folks can say that they in love with their animals, and it's okay for them to have sex with their animals, and blah, 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 blah. When is it okay to have sex with something you can't communicate with? Folks end up here fucking the tailpipes of their cars and carrying on. And you want to say that the gay community is responsible for all this shit. And this is where it gets dumb and stupid. Okay, just dumb and fucking stupid. That has nothing to do with us. That has nothing to do with what this movement is all about. And we want to sit down here and make sure, I do anyway, that we're going on the record by saying we do not support this because this here is completely outrageous. Now let me say this, because here is where it gets a little bit that way. Because I, for one, I believe that we as human beings, we have not allowed ourselves to open up to the spectrum of sexuality. We have hetero on one end of the spectrum. We have homo on the opposite end of the spectrum. And directly in the middle of it is bisexuality. But if you look at it, there's all these spaces in between each point. And this is where the lines blur, they rub and carry on, because each particular space is something different, and it's a different nuance. Okay, now the question is, are we ready to accept that? Because just like I said in the beginning of all this, there's so many different new sexuals now. You got the pansexual, and then there's so many different damn things. Child, when I saw this a few weeks ago, I lost my mind because this shit sound like it's just being made up. Okay, the names themselves just sound like it's being fucking made up. I said, y'all make this up. It doesn't make sense. But at the same time, I know that I'm one who's on the forefront and saying, listen, we need to, get on board with all of this, and we need to open up ourselves and realize that sexuality is still something that we're exploring as humans because we don't know it all. But then I don't know if I'm willing, if I want to be the one to accept all of this because of the fact that it now becomes so made up, and then everybody wants to get into their feelings about it. And at the same time of them getting into their feelings, we want to make sure that everybody understands. I want folks to be the best human being possible. But then in our humanity, are we then trying to tell folks or stifle folks that they can't do and they can't be simply because we disagree with it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, take some of the fetishes and stuff, you know, for folks who are into scat and water sports and this, that, and the other. You know, I have offense to that because I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? No, you can't be shitting on me or whatever. Those who want to consume it, I'm trying to be cute. You know, that's nothing sexual about that for me. So for those who are turned on by all of that, I'm trying to get that. I'm trying to understand that. What is that? So now we done went from that until now for those who like to sleep with animals and things of that nature. And I really believe a lot of that stuff is because folks are high. I'm just going to put it out there. My feeling is that most of these folks who end up doing that crazy shit is because you're trying to get your freak card. And oftentimes you are out of your fucking mind. And in order for you to get that level of freakness and to feel as though you're doing something that's over the top and doing something that's so that way, that they experiment that way. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going back to the whole P in all of this because I don't want all of us or any of us to get into the idea that the LGBT community is supporting any of this nonsense because it involves children. Okay? Children are the safeguards, they're the vanguards of the future. And we do not support anything that cannot sit down here and intelligently, verbally, and cohesively sit down there and consent to a sexual activity. Now, having said that too, I was the precocious 14-year-old. I knew that I was sexually active. I knew that when I went and challenged someone to have sex with me, older guys or whatever, yes, I titillated, I did this, I manipulated, I did all of that because I knew what sex was at that age. Okay? I got turned out by my babysitter when I was 8. So by the time, and there was a female, so by the time I was 14, honey, I considered myself a professional. I was sexually active. So I knew what it was to go after something that I wanted. You know, hold on. All right. All right. So because of that, we also have to look at our laws and stuff that way that we have them now, because oftentimes in us forgetting that, you know, the intelligence of our children, particularly what are they calling this? The young kids, the 15s and carrying on. We forget that they're teenagers, they're precocious. You know, their hormones are raging and carrying on. They done found out that they did get hard or their pussy done got wet or whatever. And they done found out that they're sexual beings. We have got to safeguard that, and we have got to have better conversations about what this is, how to be healthy and how to be loving and how to be, you know, withholding when necessary and carrying on. We got to have real sexual conversations, because the kids are not going to get around it. You know, they can't get around it. And then they get out there in them streets and they learn shit the wrong way. So for those who are preying upon those babies, see, this is where this is, because I really believe this ain't no sexual orientation. These kids are preying on these babies because of their ignorance and them not knowing their bodies. They got, you know, for those who feel as though that children, honey, are just innocent, they innocent. They don't know nothing. They don't know what to do with all of this. You know what I'm saying? And it becomes that way. So no, the LGBT community do not support this bullshit. And it is not something that we put up under our banner. It is not something that we're going to march for and stomp around and say, oh, you need to accept this, because we don't accept it. And I want y'all to understand that. I want all of you, I don't give a fuck if you sit up there and think I'm talking out the side of my damn neck. We do not support this bullshit. And any of you out there who say that this is who you are, I welcome you to come and sit down with me. I don't want to bash you. And I'm going to say that out there. I don't want to bash you. I want to hear your side of the story. Because, see, the whole thing of it is that we cannot learn this if we sit up there trying to forcefully tell you how wrong you are. I want you, and you ain't going to convince me, but I want to hear why you think that you're right. Why do you think that this is a sexual orientation when it is not? Okay, this is not an orientation. What this is a fetish. You have a fetish for kids because I really believe that you feel as though, or for whatever reason, you can't cope with adults because you get turned down, you got rejected and carried on. And so you go to kids because kids, as long as you get them some candy and this, that, and the other, kids will sit up there and they're more moldable and carrying on. But we as an LGBT community, we're not finna put that damn pedophile shit up under our umbrella. We do not accept the fact that you try to sit up there and say that you're one of us, because most of the time the pedophiles and carrying on usually are heterosexual folks who don't know how to sit down there and deal with life. You know? I don't want to hear about, oh, well, this is how y'all turn kids out. No, gay children don't do all that bullshit. Okay? No. I'm not accepting that. I'm not accepting that. But what about those who sit up there and only deal with boys? They deal with boys because they've been rejected by men. Point blank. They deal with children because they have been rejected and don't know how to deal with their rejection. So we're not going to put that on there that we're seeking them and that we're going out here trying to recruit, and we're out there looking for your kids. For those of you straight children out there who feel as though that's all gay children do, I'm telling you to your fucking face, no, we do not. And that's an insult to me and anybody like me, because damn it, I have nieces and nephews. I got grandnieces and carrying on. You're not going to throw that bullshit on us and tell us this is what we do, because we don't. We don't, and we do not justify this shit. You understand me? So this is why, no, this is very passionate for me, because I want y'all to get this, and I want y'all to understand this. This whole pedophile movement, now, it has not come across my radar since that damn thing from last year when they had that conference. But, I'm not going to, no, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not going to throw that up under us. Now, we got enough dealing with the transgender community, and we want them to get their equity and carrying on, because that's a phenomenon and a lot of y'all don't understand. They want to sit down there and say that they saying that God is wrong. And how dare you sit up there and tell them about their God? Religion is very subjective. It is subjective. You do not know everybody's journey. You do not know what God called anybody to do outside of you. You can speculate all you want to, but what your journey is and how God speaks to you, whatever you call God, that there is very subjective and is individualized. So you're not going to throw yourself onto these folks. So we have enough of y'all dealing with all that shit. Okay? But you're not going to throw this damn pedophile stuff up under us and say this is us trying to make it right. No. We're not accepting it. I'm not going to sit down. I'm not hashtagging shit. We're not accepting that. We are not accepting that. I want you to understand that, understand that, overstand that, understand that. We are not accepting that bullshit up under our umbrella. Yes, I know it's about diversity. Yes, I want everybody to stand in their truth. But if you're going to stand in your truth, bitch, be sure to understand and know this. Truth likes to stand alone. Truth don't need no motherfucking sidekick. Truth don't need no junkie. They ain't got no colors, no flavors, no junkie stuff. Truth know how to stand on its own. And I don't need you to sit up there and put no bullshit up under the umbrella that we are. It's too much. Because now you're trying to sit up there and say, well, they done talked about us too long and say that this is what we do and this is who we are. And they're trying to define us by that. And that is not what this is. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you are not. Point blank. Point blank, exclamation point. Point blank, exclamation point, end of story. I'm done. On that note, honey, let me get up in here because I am at the Donut Factory, child. I just had to get that up off of me real quick, like, and carrying on. Go to my website, dishingt.com, honey, for content and carrying on. Go to my Instagram, baby, for a Big Meach moment. Yeah, a Big Meach moment. Go over there. I am Big Meach 7109, BIGMEACH 7109 over there on Instagram. And, yeah, we're going to get this on and popping. If you got any comments or suggestions or whatever, put that down here, and we'll get to that, okay? Now, I'm a little bit behind in my work. So let me get caught up, honey. I'll talk with you guys at another time, okay? Ha! Let's see. Wait a minute. Before I sign off, let me say hello because some of y'all came up in here. Lawrence had come up in here. Hey, baby, how you doing? Hubert is up in here. Edna came. Tracy Turner came up in here. Okay, I wanted to acknowledge y'all. Okay, so on that note, I'm going to let you guys go. And we'll dish tea and dunk crumpets at another time, honey. But this is the Donut Factory, honey. Chronicles and commentaries, okay? Ooh, 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 ooh.